Yeah, not only am I a rookie house flipper, we bought this house sight unseen. We couldn't even get inside. So today we're gonna grab the key that's actually here. I checked and we're gonna get inside. So you're gonna learn exactly how we bought this house. We're gonna go through it with my contractor and my wife. She does full design, and then my contractor will be able to tell us exactly how much it costs to renovate this thing. We may add an extra bedroom, extra bathroom, all those costs, plus this whole entire side over here, which was a garage, it's gotta go. You can see it from the outside. There's actually 2x4s holding it up. So we're gonna get inside this house that we've never seen, that we bought for $76,000, and hopefully we didn't buy a complete lemon. So follow us as we go in and break down this entire house flip. What's up, groundies? That's right, ground up real estate investors. So this is gonna be a really important video for you. This is my second flip that I've ever done in my life, leveraging hard money. I'm not only gonna go in there and tour it, and you guys asked me, hey, would you mic up your contractor? We wanna hear him. So today, you're actually gonna hear my wife go through the full design process, start to finish, with my contractor, and he's gonna go through the price. So we will go through this house. You'll be able to hear exactly what we plan on doing to it. Right now, it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house that's about 780 square feet. We're gonna knock down the garage and rebuild it up and make it a 3-2. I will show you the exact budget down to the penny of how much that's gonna cost. Now, I'm also going to break down what's called a term sheet. So I had no idea what the hell that meant, but through a hard money loan, how much money is this deal going to cost me just to get into it? So we will break all of that down. In fact, you guys keep asking me in the comments that like, hey, you're so real, you're so raw. I want to do this too, but I'm struggling to find these deals. How do you find it? Well, let me show you that first. Again, we'll get into the house, we'll break down the budget, we'll do the term sheets. This will be a all-encompassing video. But real quick, you guys know me. I am showing everything from the scratch. Like, I didn't know shit about house flipping, none of that. And I am just doing it now. I am every day in these groups. So I usually start my mornings a lot of times going to all of these Facebook groups. I've showed this before, but if we go in here and I actually type in this. So I was going to Baytown because I was looking, if you guys remember a couple episodes at that, where I was gonna look at 3 properties. Well, I found the yellow one first, the first house. And then I saw this one, who's buying in Baytown, have a property. I'm like, no way, I'm going there. So if you look at the comments, Jackson Wilkie, there I am. So I commented in there, where am I? Right here. Please message me. This is just a week ago, right? So February 26th. Well, then if you go to my messages, he was right on the ball. This is Money Mike, who I've got an incredible relationship with now, who's finding me more deals. Hey man, would you like me to send over the Baytown deal? I said, yes, send it over. So he emails me. We're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, tons and tons of emails, and he sends me over the deal, right? So it's a 2-bed, 1-bath house, 780, 5,000 square foot, built in 1950, property's in good condition, 74,000. And I see the pictures and I'm kind of looking through it, I'm like, compared to some of these other ones I've seen, this is actually not too bad right here. So I was super interested in it and I wanted to go see it. Now, some of you guys have been asking, hey, what about that comping tool? Like, how do you figure out the prices? I will be brutally honest that I think number 1, having a contractor, the most important part about house flipping. But number 2, you got to be able to comp these deals. Well, I've got a really cool tool. In fact, down in my description and my pinned comment, I've got a link where you can go into it and try it out for free. As soon as I tried it once, I literally paid for it. And I'm like, this is the greatest tool ever, because I don't know how to comp for shit, but I'm able to put these properties in now. And see, the problem is you can go to like Zillow or Redfin, but sometimes their comps are off and you got to do a lot of extra work. Well, right here, as soon as you plug in an address, all I did is copy it from the email. Boom, it gives you an estimated value. So I'm like, okay, that's roughly how much. Well, then you just go right here, you hit the comp sales. This pulls straight from the MLS. So another big issue I had here in Texas is it's a non-disclosure state. So they don't, like on har.com, it's gonna give you like a $40,000 to $50,000 range of what it sold. It doesn't give you the exact price point. Well, that can make or break a deal. So now it actually pulls actually sold properties and the ones that are currently listed right now today from the MLS. So this tool is so valuable to me to be a new rookie, you know, house flipper. I'm not saying you got to use it. I think there's a bunch of other ones, but for me personally, my goodness, this is nice. And you can even set the criteria over here. So if you wanted, I have a 2-bedroom house, you could, you know, do just 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and do the square foot so that you really, you know, hone in. But I've actually gotten pretty good at just kind of hovering. So right away, this is exactly what I did. I found that deal by going through Facebook Marketplace. I said, friggin' send me the details. He emailed it. I said, I'm gonna go check it out. And then I immediately came here and I'm like, all right, I want to look and see what's in the area, right? You see a couple of them listed and the red ones are sold. So right away I hover over this one. I'm like, 190, 2-bed, 1-bath, 730. Well, if you remember the email, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 760 square feet. And this thing sold And I look at it, I'm like, holy shit. This is called DOM. This is days on market. How long it was there? 4 days. And I'm like, all right, well, if they can do it, I can do it, right? This is an incredible comp that sold less than 6 months ago. Really, it was only 4 or 5 months ago, and it did in 4 days. Now, this one has a 2-car detached garage, so that is a little bit of a bonus. That's pretty nice. But what we're gonna do with ours, we're actually tearing down the garage and reframing it up because it's about to fall over anyways. And we're gonna make an extra bedroom and an extra bathroom. And then we're also, you're gonna hear that in here, and I'll tell you how much that costs. But we feel by adding a 3.2 and a couple hundred extra square foot that we're really going to be able to up our ARV, our, you know, after resale value. So I was looking at the pictures and I'm like, you know, it's pretty cute. Someone lived in it. It's not like amazing, but man, they just did it right. It's clean, looks good. You know, someone was living in it. It's got a pretty decent sized yard. Ours is really nice too. They do have a mud room. We're adding this, right? So I'm like, dang, there's a comp, right? So I was just kind of going through here, and I have the confidence now because of my wife and who's like remarkable at design and staging. She always gets us, you know, taught, which we've done it once, but like I really feel good about it. And here's another one that's a 2-bed, 1-bath, and it's 1,100 square feet. So once we, you know, knock that garage down and make ours bigger, I think this is really close to what will be 9 days on the market. And check this out, started at 175 and sold at 185. So that thing must have gotten multiple offers, sold quick. Love to see that. Again, I'm just kind of looking at the pictures like, hey, it's cute. Kitchen's small, and you'll see in ours, we're actually gonna tear the wall down right here and have one giant open kitchen, open living room, really open concept. So plus an extra bedroom and bathroom in there. Nothing like that wows you. You still have that 90s tile countertop, old cabinets, but just a clean house right down the street from where we're at. So looking at these, it really gave me the confidence. Again, follow me through this video. Now we're gonna go tour it. You have to listen to this because I mic'd up my contractor today. So you will hear quickly what's wrong with the house, how easy it is to fix it, how hard it is to fix it, what we need to do here. Then you're gonna hear my wife talk about, oh, I would love to, you know, do this. We're gonna reuse the cabinets or not. This is like the ultimate start to finish, how you can get into house flipping today. And look, I am just as new to this as many of you guys, so I'm documenting it from the start. So why don't we go into the house, and then when we're done or halfway through, I'm gonna break it down and we're gonna go through the term sheet, how much it costs to get into this deal. And then also, we had some issues come back on our budget. So I'll show you our budget. And then if you're gonna get hard money lending, you know, hard money, they have their own appraisers that come out and their own budget inspectors. So they're gonna come up with a budget too. I'll explain that because it can get really confusing and it might mean a little bit more money out of your pocket. So let's go check this out. All right, so we bought this house sight unseen and it didn't have keys. So we had to come back 2 days later and get the keys. We got them, we got keys. What's up, Ismail? So what do you think right away, Jilly?
Long time no see.
I know, good please.
Oh.
I'm ready to go. Uh-oh.
I just kicked a bunch of trash. There we go. Hola, Oscar, how you doing?
Hola, Oscar. How's it going?
All right. There's the key, dog. Let's get us in.
Oh, look at how they tried to.
Okay, here, hold that real quick.
Okay.
Today, I'm gonna shut up. We're gonna listen to you guys.
You're getting mic'd up.
I'm gonna clip you right here. We wanna hear you.
Oh, it's a furnished home.
Furnished home. So this is our first time getting in it.
Ooh.
They left at Christmas, I guess. All I want is this right here.
There's no lights.
All I want for Christmas is a travel trailer.
So we get all the, is this all our stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, they'd probably have time to move it out, but
No, I think they're gone.
well, the owner just came and dropped the key off. So
But you think you'd
I
come
would
in.
imagine they're probably gonna
It was.
grab
I
some
think
of
it
their
was a
stuff.
rental.
Oh, maybe.
That's what I'm
Oh.
thinking. There's something left.
Wow.
So, got a kitchen. I do feel a little bit of a lean downwards, but at least it's nothing like
It's
those
here.
other ones.
It's here in the center. You see that? You can even see where they replaced.
No? Blow out this wall.
Yeah.
This wall's gonna go anyway.
Yeah.
So you blow that wall out right
Oh,
there,
yeah.
Joe?
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Yep.
Ceiling's sagging a little bit. You see it at the AC?
Oh, yeah.
It's not too bad. Don't do it, Jill. It's gonna write that on you.
Have you
I just
seen
wanted-
that?
I just wanted to see if, you know, it was wet.
Same thing here. I think it's before they replaced the roof. What do you think about the kitchen? You got the
Do you
countertops?
gut it, or do you go?
No, I would
paint?
save the cabinets.
These are like pretty decent
I would
shape.
just. This has to go though, right?
Oh,
For
yeah.
mica?
Yeah.
Yep. Rip the, okay.
Get rid
Could
of
we,
the mica.
could we lift these up?
Sure. I don't see
feel like
why not.
I feel like we could lift these up a little bit.
Yeah, you don't on two. I mean,
About
if you
6
go too high,
inches.
can people reach them?
About 6 inches would be okay,
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, they are a little low.
Yeah. And
They're
it'll
a
just
little low.
make it.
Plus,
we'll
when
just-
it's open,
Yeah.
it'll all look
Okay.
so
We'll
much
just have
better.
to do a little something on the sides there, so you're not looking.
So then you open up this wall here.
Let's look at the
If
hallway.
it's load burnt.
This used to have that good wood. You see this little area here? That's that solid 1.5 planks.
Yeah. Too much water damage over there.
Is
Though.
there?
Too bad they
I'm
threw
gonna
everything over it.
Try to.
So Ismail, do you think the water damage happened and then they put on a new roof?
That's what it looks like.
Okay.
That's exactly what it looks like. You can feel the joist. Walk
You
here. Just walk on it. And you'll right there.
Oh yeah, holy crap.
They're popping up.
Wonder if we can make that closet any bigger, unless this is not the master.
There's a restroom on the other side, I'm sure. I haven't even walked that way yet, but I can almost guarantee
yeah.
it. It is,
Ooh.
right?
There.
Yeah.
Yep, it's always in the hallway. Yeah, that's what I was telling Jackson. Light it up, please, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah.
It's stuck. That's been there a long time and it was soaking wet. This is stuck.
That's pretty
Oh, it's still
gross.
wet.
It's still
underneath
wet.
There.
Oh man. Is that just a towel? That was wet and nasty.
This is gonna be a gut out.
Oh yeah. This
Okay,
is
yeah.
all go.
So you come in right away and first thing is all trim
smell it.
floors. That
Awful.
just mold.
You can smell it. It's too bad it's a pretty little door. We can probably put it back, huh?
Yeah. Or should we do a tub? Because it's a one
One bath?
bathroom, so there's a tub too.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think they really care in small houses this small.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait.
I just was thinking with kids.
Two
but-
one or
Yeah,
three one?
yeah.
This is a two. Well, I don't know. There's a door over there, but
That's just to the garage.
But we have room.
You do?
We have room.
Okay.
So the garage we don't really need.
so we can add a bit.
Yes. Hey, look.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, look at this.
It's a BB gun.
I was like,
Look at. Hold on.
Oh,
oh, there's a little some pleasure toys.
yeah.
Oh boy, you can have those. Smell.
No, I pass.
Y ese la compraron así toda.
Welby. Yeah, interesting. They leave all this stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
So you think you don't really need garages on these type of houses? You can just go.
No, yeah, for
Okay.
sure. Look, so if we walk this way, as soon as I walked from the front, you can see that garage is falling apart anyway.
Yeah. So you gotta.
So it's wide open down here, so you can just do a subfloor. And actually, since if you see right here, Jackson, this is all going to be gone anyway. So we can actually frame it properly, so where it's the same height as the inside of the house.
Oh, okay.
But we are going to have to rewire all the wiring, reroute it.
Okay.
You see it?
Yep.
So we have to run it to the actual attic to drop it to the breaker box. Breaker box sits right there, and it's in decent shape. I mean, it's not terrible, but I mean, saying that, this will add a lot of living space here. You can actually add another bedroom and a bathroom in here.
And
Do you
did
think
they
we
do
should do that?
they did washer and dryer in here too? So
Is
you
it a
have
three?
like a mudroom?
Is it a 3-bedroom?
It's a 2-bedroom.
I think it's just
Two?
a 2-bedroom.
And there's no
This could be the
laundry room.
third
so make it a 3-bedroom.
with laundry.
Because that's definitely gonna have to be the laundry.
Oh yeah,
And this whole garage, obviously, like especially that far wall's got to be completely reframed.
the whole thing, seating and all,
So this whole section we can just
comes
reframe
out.
it.
Everything comes out from here.
And then not having a garage is not. You don't feel like it's too big of a deal.
Not around here, I don't think.
No.
I'm sure they'd rather have living space
Oh yeah,
and another bathroom.
Okay.
oh yeah,
Park in their car, you know.
for sure. They can always put a carport out front.
Yeah. Okay. So
Whoever lives here is not gonna really care where their car sits under.
So tell me what you think. So you're coming out here, just have a separate area for the washer dryer, then the bedroom.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
Okay.
And then you blow out this wall here.
yeah, that's gonna be
So
wide
that's all
open.
just
Yeah.
one big open living space.
And you can even have a bedroom door on this side if you wanted to,
To move.
because this will all be gone. Or if you have a little wall, a little hallway here, just a small one to have the bedroom door on this side.
What would be cheaper and easier?
It's the same.
Okay.
It's the same. You're gonna deck it out.
I would rather not
Have it on this
take
side.
space
Yep.
from the living room.
Yep,
So
agreed.
we can just do that.
On this side, yep,
Yeah.
agreed. I like it.
It's little.
And,
It's so
and that
cute.
garage, that space out there has to be reframed anyway, so it's not like
Oscar?
we can just leave it.
Come down, let me get up there real quick. So the air conditioning is brand new. It's a gas furnace, brand new furnace. All the ductwork's been replaced, so that's a big plus.
Dude, that's huge. You got Romex wire.
Yep, it's a big plus. I'm looking for your water lines. I hope they've been replaced. I'm almost sure they have, because I saw it coming in from that side earlier. It's all PEX, I think. But this house is so small, it's not, even if we had to do it, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
2 little services, that's it. They definitely had something living up here. See the nest?
Might still be. He's just out right
That's
now.
leaves.
I think this will be a full, because the backyard needs a lot of work too. It'll be a full.
So, what do you think initially with foundation? Like, not too bad, or?
It's got a little bit of an issue, but we should be able to adjust it ourselves. I don't think we'll have to have
Okay.
foundation company out here. I'll get a couple of carpenters. We'll have to replace a couple of joists that are popping up. Besides that, they'll be here knocking out walls, putting in a little beam going across. They replaced the ductwork. I'm not sure why this is sagging so bad. We may have to open up the ceiling some and see about we're gonna have to open it up no matter what because the wall that's here is coming out.
Yeah.
So once the beam's going in, we'll open up with some support walls on the side anyway, some temporaries. So all this will be opened up and we'll see if the joists are sagging. We'll replace joists. We definitely need to replace those grills and possibly the boxes. I know all the ductwork's new, so that's a big plus.
Why wouldn't we always do this? It's so cold outside.
I know, right?
I like it. I love it.
And there is power. I think they just got the breaker off because I saw the HVAC.
Light on?
I think.
Well, right here.
Oh no, that's got nothing to do with it. That's on
At least
batteries.
there's power. They probably just got the breakers off.
No,
right?
that's on batteries.
Oh, it is?
That's
Okay.
That's your backup batteries.
Perfect.
They cut the power off.
Cool.
I'm almost sure this is gonna be our trash because they took all the electrical devices. All your TVs are gone.
Oh no, that one's back there.
Oh, they hid it.
And the TV's still in the other bedroom.
They hid them. We'll see. Front door's got to go.
What do you think? I mean, obviously, what do you think, like,
What'd you say?
budget-wise, you're at right now?
We can look at the backyard. Let's go look at the backyard.
Let's go look at the backyard. Sure. I wonder why they don't have a back door. Oh, they did in the garage.
We need to add, yeah.
Let's walk out the garage.
Oh, let's walk out the garage, babe.
I saw a little pocket door, a little hidden door back here.
Because we could have the door to the mudroom.
There's definitely some rodents out here.
Oh, there are?
Pretty sure.
Oof, I think we might have to just...
We're gonna have to go around.
Okay.
That dirt already piled on it.
All right, we're gonna take a break real quick. We got to get outside. That door was a hell of a mess, but you can see that garage is a complete teardown. But what our plan is there, as you saw and heard, and you'll hear more of it, we're basically gonna tear that whole thing down. Now, we're closing on Friday. Today is Tuesday. Our goal, I'll just be brutally honest with you, is to close on Friday over the weekend, and we're gonna tear that whole garage down. We got like 4 trailers ready to go so that we can kind of do it over the weekend. And there's a lot of electrical in there, so we actually have to completely reroute the electrical, and then we're going to stick frame that thing back up and put a floor in there so it doesn't drop down in there. And then we'll have that extra bedroom, bathroom, and then we'll have that mud room. You saw the washer and dryer and the water heater in there. So not only that, we'll put a door in there to exit to go out to the backyard. So the backyard's an absolute disaster right now. I'm really interested actually to see what the crews do to clean it up because it's just nasty right now. So we gotta clean that up. But here, what I wanna do is I wanna show you guys. You guys keep asking me, you know, and you're fearful. Like, I'm terrified to get into these flips, but now it's getting easier and easier and I can assess these deals. And the big thing that I figured out was that I can't make 60, 80, 100,000 on every flip. But if we're gonna scale this and we're gonna try and do 2, 3, 4 of these a month, or at least at a time, then it's okay to make 30,000 bucks, 40,000 bucks. But when you're doing that multiple times a month, it really adds up. And then you're gonna have home runs here and there. I kind of just ran some numbers really quick so I can show you how much. And the way I'm figuring it out, you can do this, you know, on your phone. You see me a couple times while I'm at properties just kind of typing on my phone, but I love this calculator. Again, this and Propelio are down in my pinned comment and my description to use. You can use this calculator. I have a link in there that's it just tracks that you came through my site. It doesn't cost you any money, but it also notifies Hard Money. You guys know Hard Money now. His name Hard Money Joe, that you came from the site. So he's gonna help you guys out too. But what I did is basically I took 185,000, which the ARV is set more at like 175, but now that we're gonna do a 3.2, maybe we can bump that up to 185. And I get a 75% LTV. So what that means is a loan to value right here. When you start out, you're probably going to be more in that 70%. This just means that they're only going to loan 70% of the purchase price or the loan to value. But once you build up trust, they can start loaning you more and more. So Hard Money said, you know what, you're my guy. I'll do 75%. This allows me to come out less money out of pocket. Even if he did 70%, I can still use Hard Money. It's just going to cost me, you know, a couple thousand or $5,000 or $10,000 more as a down payment. So it's not money that I lose. It's just a down payment. And then I get that back when I close. But again, if I'm going to scale this and do 2, 3, 4 a month, and there's an extra 10, 15 grand on each deal, it makes that more difficult until you get more liquid. So you're going to be more like 70%. I'm using 75%. So I have 138, and then you guys, my purchase price, you guys heard it on that, you know, multiple times. It was 76,000. So minus 76,000, that leaves me with 62,750 as a budget. So you guys see the numbers there. That's a perfect 75% loan to value, and that means that, you know, my profit is basically, I'm factoring in about 25%. but we got real estate fees, closing costs, all that. We'll go through it. Okay, so what this looks like is it's gonna be right around $6,000. That is money that I don't get back. That is what you pay to play, right? So you're gonna be out $6,000, it's closing costs, but again, that's the money that I gotta come out of pocket with, is $6,140. Give or take, where the total loan amount, if you look here, is $138. So if I wanted to do this myself, I got to come out of pocket $140,000 to do this, where I can get into it for $6,000 and use somebody else's money. Again, when I was starting out, I thought hard money was like something illegal, and I just want to show you that I have noticed that the more expensive the home, the purchase price is, the only thing that goes up is really this origination fee, and it's just because it's more of a risk. They're loaning more money. So I was playing with the numbers. If you go up to like 400,000 resale value, and your purchase price is like 200, and you have a budget of whatever 60, 80, and you do a 70% loan to value, whatever those numbers are, this went up to about $5,000. In fact, if you guys just want to see it, just so you can see and factor that in again, so 400,000. We'll just do the math in front of you. This is how you do it. 400,000 times 0.7, let's just say 70% loan to value is 280. So that means if you got a purchase price of $200,000, your budget would have to be, $80,000. And on these bigger homes, sometimes that's pretty close anyway. So, and as you can see, it bumped up to about $5,600. So I think the other one was at about $2,800. And that's really where you're seeing the difference. So you're going to have a little bit higher closing costs, with higher value. And again, this is coming from me. I don't know if that's like 100% true, but, I think more, total expenses, and higher costs, that's where you're going to pay a little bit more. So, but still not bad, right? And then these are ones where you can start making bigger profits. It's a little scary, but that's what we did with our last one. It was about those numbers. So what I'm going to do, again, being just raw and transparent, this was the term sheet. So if you hear term sheet, that's basically, your costs. And you'll see that this is off a little bit. This is before my contractor went in there, what you're seeing today, and he submitted his. So these numbers will change a little bit, but as you can see right here, 6,300, sorry about that. That's estimated funds, right? Purchase price, 76,000. Estimated total loan, 131. He has the ARV right at, the budget right now at about 55. But as you saw, we're gonna hear here in a little bit, we're more at like 62. So this will adjust a little bit. Maybe we can bump that ARV up, but I have a total monthly payment, I don't think I talked about that before, of about $1,300 a month. So you got to factor that in. That's why if you can get these things done, and that's why I love seeing that low DOM, the days on market, is 4 days and 9 days. If you got a really good product, you can sell that thing quick and you're not sitting on the market for 30, 60, 90 days. So I think if you're house flipping from the beginning, don't overwhelm yourself. I think one of the best things to do is get onto these Facebook groups or just meet a bunch of wholesalers and just start touring a bunch of properties. Use this free calculator, use Propelio to run comps, and just start figuring out, what, these fees look like, what the costs of these budgets, and you can meet, contractors on site. You'll meet hard money lenders. I've had hard money lenders at a lot of these. So you'll get a lot of connections quickly. And then from there, you can start plugging these things in. So now I've got lower days on market. Maybe we can sell, fix this thing up in 4 or 5 weeks and then, be selling it. So I'd only have about two payments. So you got another $2,600, or maybe we have 3 payments. So that's going to be something like $3,900 to $4,000. Again, money I don't ever get back. You lose it, but that's why it's so important to have good contractors and step in there. All right, and then here is the budget, but what we'll do is we're going to finish the tour because it won't make sense. You need to hear the rest of this, and then I'll come back and I'll finish you and I'll go through the budget. And then we've already had the budget inspector go out there for our hard money, and things have already changed. So I want you guys to be fully informed that even if you get a budget from your contractor, it may change. The way that they view things is a little different. And I've had that happen the first time and now the second time already. So let's go finish touring. And then what we'll do, I'll come back and I'll show you this budget.
It's a huge friggin' backyard.
Oh, cats.
It's almost like, should we do a bonfire and burn all this?
Dude, but we need a guy to come in and scrape this whole,
or do,
Oh, yeah.
this is a big backyard you'd almost get 2 units on here.
It's nice. You got a pecan tree there? I think this one we might want to trim back or get rid of. Because that's going to be your main access. Brand new gas meter.
What's he checking?
He's just checking the joist, the beams, making sure that the underneath isn't rotten. That antenna needs to stay though. That's all right.
No. Okay, so This whole section looks pretty good. Is that going to be an issue? They did it on the front too. How there's those lines and stuff.
Yeah, those are just your drain lines for your air conditioning.
No, sorry, the crack where they.
Oh,
Around the door.
no, that's not an issue. They just didn't even. They did it wrong, but it's not that big of a deal. They should have staggered it. That's all. They didn't stagger it. It's supposed to stagger siding.
So basically, come in, tear that whole thing just
Down,
and then
We're gonna frame above the house. Come
okay,
off properly.
tie into the top of the
roof.
Top of the roof, and
Yes,
come
sir.
across. Have kind of a small slope down so that water drains.
At least a 3-inch slope.
3-inch slope. Okay.
Yes, sir. That's like a 2-inch slope right there. That's not even enough slope for regular shingles.
Okay.
Bare minimum should be a 3-inch slope to get proper drainage.
Or do we just leave the backyard like this?
Sure.
Like, what would you do?
So we're gonna definitely get somebody to come out here and clean this up.
Yeah, there's come in here and just get everything out of here and scrape it down to the dirt.
I wouldn't even scrape it. I think once you mow it a few times, by the time we're done, it's gonna look like my other house did.
They'll know what to do.
It's springtime.
Clean it up. Just tell them to clean it up.
Yeah, they'll clean it up. Get rid of all the poison ivy. All these will be beautiful. This is a pecan. This right here, I'm not sure what it is, but it doesn't look bad. We might just trim it down some. That one I wish we didn't have to cut, but I think we're gonna have to cut. That's in the way of the main access. Unless on this side, not sure exactly what's on this side. This side, you got that massive tree right in front of the access.
Yeah, there's
So we definitely gotta get rid of one or the other.
I don't think it's too much in the way.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's
That
gonna
one's
save
definitely
us.
gonna have to be trimmed. It's over the house.
Yeah.
At least it's gonna continue growing. All these that are on the roof already, all that's got to be trimmed back.
Wait. Oh, he's got it both.
That's all right. I know what he's looking at.
The roof.
Yeah. That's what.
What did he say?
Yeah, you got a bow in the roof, that little flat roof. That's why I say you don't have enough slope. I saw it from the inside.
With that addition.
Yeah, it's just a bad addition, but we'll take care of that. Hope you're not allergic to poison ivy.
Where is it?
Everywhere.
I know, and I ain't got a freaking pants on.
Now she doesn't want to walk.
I'm like,
I was back here.
who wants to give me a piggyback ride? They like, look at this.
That's holding the wall up.
You know what I'm thinking, Jackson?
What?
So you see the main here?
Yeah.
That's your main. I'm thinking even just do a quick disconnect with center point, roll back our wire, get disconnected completely, gut this completely, put a dump right here, or whatever we need to do.
Trailer.
Clean that back out completely,
Okay.
and then frame back up.
Again, I'll get to the budget here in a second, but did you hear that? My contractor said what we'll do is there's such a mess and it's such tight quarters. We're just gonna disconnect that power, run it to the pole. We're gonna tear that whole entire unit down, and then that way we can park a trailer right there and we can just load it, all that crap. And then he's also told me, he's like, I got 3-4 trailers ready to go. They're empty so that we can just fly and go. There's not a lot of room here. So again, badass contractor, but I just love to be able to hear his insight on this stuff and the best route for this. So I hope you guys are enjoying. You guys give old Ismail, a thumbs up if you're enjoying. And again, comment down below I'm new to this stuff. What's helping you the most? I love reading your guys' comments. I'm replying to all of them. I'm trying to do exactly what you guys are telling me. So the more you guys are commenting your questions or whatever I'm doing, I can help you guys out. But we'll go back out there now. I just wanted you guys to hear that plan.
Okay, because there's not a lot of room in
There
the
isn't
street.
any room. Hey, what about if we relocate that air conditioning unit, Jackson?
I mean, it's all down to expense. If it makes total sense to do it.
$700.
Yeah.
7 to 9 max. Cut the line, copper, relocate it.
On the
Same
other
thing with the
side?
wiring. Backside, out of the way. So now you actually have access. Get rid of all that junk fence that's there. Put a little gate right here. Call it a day.
And then are we gonna leave this little peak, but take this off?
So
are we
what
doing?
we're gonna do is we're gonna take the ramp off.
Yeah.
And we'll just put some
Put
stairs.
stairs from right here.
That's it. I know there's some cement stairs down there, but that's okay.
Maybe we can add something to cover.
No, we are
underneath.
gonna close that bottom with some of this right here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Paint it all, paint the porch, cover the soffit, make it look finished. I think once you trim the trees, clean the yard, it's gonna make a massive difference just doing that. They're doing a new build across the street right there, Jill.
No, brand
I
new.
saw that.
I'm trying to see. So some of these don't have garages.
They did, but look what they do, a lean-to.
Yeah.
That's all they do. Like I said, I don't think people really care about parking their car underneath.
Yeah,
Make
we'll have
that
this.
a third bedroom and a mudroom, laundry room. But will you walk down into the bedroom or make it all?
All flush.
Okay, so then it'd
You're
be.
in build up.
Okay. What do you think, hon?
Let's go. I mean, I want to do a little bonfire in the back and burn some wood, but all that.
Got quite a bit to burn.
So we just got to get the budget pretty well itemized. It's hard money again, like last time, and put it all in there, everything, line item.
Okay.
We can submit it, and then they'll come out and do their inspection stuff or whatever, but we're gonna close next Friday. So
Friday?
that would be
Perfect.
in 8 days.
Perfect.
We can start.
Love it.
So as you heard there, we had 8 days. Now I'm down to about 3 or 4. Here's actually, I'm going to show you the budget. I'm going to break it down exactly how much, and then I'm going to show what the budget inspector said. You know, there's 9 line items that we figured out, and that's one thing that I'm learning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a sheet from probably Hard Money. You guys know that I'm calling them Hard Money, Joe. It's just shortcut Hard Money. And me and my wife, we're going to build a line item. I'm talking every single thing down to light switches, fixtures, paint. I mean, everything that you could imagine on a flip. And if we aren't going to do it for that flip, we'll just write $0. But you've got to be meticulous with this budget. So if you do have a contractor, you can't just have them bid like, you know, $60,000 and have 3 line items on there. It really needs to be broken down specifically. Number 2, we've been dealing with a seller who does not like the other seller, and I don't know if it's a husband, wife, ex-wife, or like a brother, sister, brother. I don't know what the hell it is, but they don't like each other. So it's been very difficult. I'm now talking with Money Mike, my wholesaler. He's talking to the seller, and he's trying to get them to do these, you know, signatures. This seller works all the time, you know, and so that's been kind of difficult. But you stay on them, you know, and things go through. We're trying to close this Friday, right? So the other issue is, here's the mistake I'll never make again. There's been one key, and as you guys remember, I bought this house sight unseen, that the seller keeps coming and yanking the key, and he was supposed to put a lockbox on there. So me being a newbie, not knowing a damn thing about house flipping, I actually am buying a bunch of just locks. No, not locks. The hell am I thinking? Freaking lock boxes off Amazon or Home Depot. As soon as I go there, I'm going to make a copy of that key and put a lock box on the door. This seller has gone and taken the key when he promised it would be there multiple times. The inspector couldn't get in. Hey, there's no key. The appraiser couldn't get in. Hey, there's no key. My contractor went back to go look at it to try and scope something out. They went and took the key again. So he's like, oh, sorry. Well, he guaranteed me this morning, well, last night. Sorry, I called the Money Mike, and I'm like, hey, I need to make sure that key's there in the morning. It has to be there. The appraiser is going in for the hard money. If this seller wants to close this Friday, like, I got to get these people in there. This is a quick close, right? He said, all right, perfect. I'll hit him up and let you know. He texted me back. He goes, I talked to the seller. He said, no problem. He's going to run there before work and drop off the key. Well, guess what that son of a bitch didn't do? Drop off the key. Sorry, bro, I slept in. I missed, you know, I was late for work. I couldn't do it. Dude, you deal with these people. I'm sorry, you know, but at the same time, I'm trying to help him and get money on a property that he's going to lose anyways, right? So I'm going to buy lock boxes, make copies of keys, put that shit on the property from now on. So just like this, I went and bought one of these, about $30 at Ace, but I bet you they're cheaper on Amazon. And you set your code. So I'm gonna grab this key down here and it's going in there, you know, and then we can just tell the seller it's in there. You know, this has really slowed us up. We're supposed to close Friday in 2 days. And the fact that he keeps the key and keeps taking it, all of my people are delayed. And so it can really slow you down. Here's the issue with that is, like, my contractor has his guys ready and he's buying material, all that. So if it starts prolonging it on a Friday, we're not closing until the following week. You know, it's 2-3 days lost and it can really throw a wrench in the fire. So what we'll do is just hang this on the doorknob, and then if he needs it ever, he can get it. So now that I'm done raging, I'm learning all the freaking things on this channel. Like, cause man, when you're starting out flipping, like, this is all the stuff they talk about. Oh yeah, I get money, flip. I made 37,000. I made 80,000. It's so, man, I'm telling you, there are so many little things that you need to know, right? So as you can see here, my contractor does an amazing job with, you know, everything that has to do with this, right? And he came up with a total budget of about $62,000. So if we're looking at the calculator here, shit, I just realized that my face was probably covering the calculator for half this damn thing, but whatever. I'll remember that from now on. Let's say we go with the 185,000 minus 76,000 minus 62,030. So that equals about $47,000. Now I've got realtor fees, I've got $6,000 closing costs. So we're looking more in that $30,000 range. And then again, if we can get it up to 190, 195, or even beat those other ones, like, you know, we've been, you know, like we did last time, and maybe we can get 200 because my wife's a gangster like that. She can decorate or stage, but that's where it starts pushing it up to 35, 40, 45, 50,000. But at least we're in that 30-40 range and we can be, you know, in the positive numbers. But now again, we want to do 3-4 of these a month. And our big plan, honestly, I'm telling you right now, is I just wanted to get some more flips going so I can learn more for one. And if I make, 30, 40 grand, great. That's awesome. I actually talked to a fix and flipper. He does 100 of them a year. Could you even imagine that? 100 a year. And he says his goal is just 30 grand. That's it. He figured that's a sweet spot. At least make 30 grand. If you make more, great, home run. But that's it. So if I can make 30, 40 grand, I know I made a lot more in the last one, but now I can start doing this more and more. I'm gonna get my ass in that neighborhood. I'm gonna have signs. We're gonna start, talking to neighbors. My contractor's he's actually gonna put signs in Spanish with a different number, and we're gonna start marketing these neighborhoods. And if we can find our own properties off market, these are gonna start, rising up. But if you don't do shit, if you don't ever start, you're never gonna get any profit. And at the end of the day, if in 2 to 3 months from now, I can make an extra $15,000, $20,000, well, that's $15,000, $20,000 I didn't have to my name. So again, that's the budget. Now let me show you something. All right, so the budget inspector went out there and said, hey, you're going to be replacing the garage door. Are you extending the room to the bathroom to the back of the house, right? So they're asking these things, and then I don't see these items in the budget. Again, it's granular. It's meticulous. So the more granular you can get on your budget, the better. Something that we're going to obviously get better at, but never doing this shit before, we didn't know. So exterior painting, replace one broken window on the front porch. Is there no new exterior siding for replacement of the rotten soffit? So we're ripping that whole garage down, which is basically all of this. It's just not worded right, because we're going to demo that whole garage and then reframe the whole thing up. Frame garage wall, ceiling, floor, 7,000. So it's in there. It's just not worded right. But we did forget the exterior painting, and he's like, my contractor said it's about $1,700 is my cost. Again, we're splitting this, by the way. Now me and him are going in, on this together. So he's going to be able to do a lot of this stuff at cost, and we split the profits, right? So I will be tracking all of it. We're going to be getting even more detailed with these house flips that we're doing, so you guys can learn from it. So that's one that we forgot about, 1,700. A lot of these are going to be, part of that construction. And then how big will the rooms be? I got to add that in there. And then the other thing was light fixtures. So we did forget to put a couple light fixtures where he said about $500 to do that. But all the rooms are keeping the same fixtures. We're just going to add a couple. So basically we're about, anywhere from about $2,000 to $2,200 more. Let's just call it about $65,000 for this budget. So it is a little bit higher. And here's what's going to happen. The budget that I got on my last one, the quote from my contractor was about $83,000. They came back and said, well, this work's going to be about $97,000 worth of work. So you do have to come out of pocket a little bit more of a down payment. And what it does is they give you a full 97. They say, we're loaning you 97. So why they do that is because my contractor said 83,000. Well, if you go over, then you could be screwed. You could be like out of money, and then the whole project falls. So they would rather be safe than sorry. So they added about 15,000 to my last budget, and guess what? We ended up using, I think, about 5,000 of it, because we ended up painting the exterior, fixtures, a few things like that. So it was actually nice to have. We didn't use all of it, but we used some of it. So I'm sure this one's going to come in, and it'll be a little bit higher than our budget. But if we ever need that extra money, now it'll be there. But the good thing is we closed our last house. I'm a little bit more liquid, and these are things that I can actually absorb a little bit myself, especially since I'm splitting the cost with my contractor. But when you're starting out and the budget's tight, this isn't a bad thing, but make sure you're very meticulous with your line items, and make sure you're getting a good term sheet. If you work with Hard Money Joe, again, the couch calculator's down there. You can comment or reach out to us, and I can get you in contact with Hard Money Joe. But those are going to be some of the extra costs. And as you saw there was 9 things that we missed on our budget. I got to go clean that up. Other than that, we're really in the waiting game to make sure that the sellers can sign. What my goal is I said, I've dealt with this guy enough. I'm trying to get him to sign. I'll get a mobile notary to his house on Thursday night. That way, Friday morning, I can go sign. I won't miss it, and we'll fund that day, close, get the keys, and do the damn thing. So it is staying on top of people a lot. You got to kind of, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. You got to be moving quick on this stuff. But damn it, is this fun. It is amazing to get into these flips, and we're going to try to scale this thing up to 2, 3, 4 a month. So this is crazy. This is ground up real estate investing. You guys out there are my groundies, my homies. And if you thought this breakdown was good, check out this playlist. This was my very first fix and flip ever. I created an LLC because I forgot to. A new bank account, everything. So if you want to get your first flip, just watch every video in this playlist, and you will get your first one in no time.